Maybe some folks will see that we're going live and that we're live. We're all the way live. Who did that song? It's all the way live. Y'all know what I'm talking about? I'm surprised somebody in here don't know that. Well, anyway, that'll be your Jeopardy music category question for today. What song was the lyrics in? It included the lyrics. It's all the way live, like that. All right. Sorry, guys. Just like to have fun. Today is role play day, so let's get to work. Let's practice a little bit and make ourselves better. I'm not a master of anything on this whole planet. And this is one of those areas that is included on this planet. I'm always constantly finding things that I can be better at. And I work at it. I practice at it. So no matter where you're starting, if you're just starting out right now, or if you're starting out like I'm just trying to improve this area or get better, you fit in right here. So feel free to go ahead and play with us here, participate. Okay. This is it's not in any way whatsoever a negative thing if you mess up, because that's what we're here to do. Okay, we're here to mess up. You guys, if you want to hear me mess up, go back and listen to last week. I cut off some of it on the video, but go back to last week and listen to the first 3 minutes, because that was a role play that I was really, really messing up. And Claude popped in and saved me. So thank you, Claude, for that. But that was a tough one. And right out of the gate, too. Alan did it to me. Whew. Alan, you got to give my brain time to warm up, buddy. Anyway, who has a role play? Who's working on their business, getting on the phone? Anybody in here on the phone regularly? We don't usually ask that, but let's just go around and say that. What industry are you in, and what is your technique for talking to prospects? Is it like phone? Is it in person, belly to belly? What is that? So let's do that. First of all, I'm in real estate. I'm a real estate investor, mostly wholesaler, and I definitely use the telephone and sometimes Zoom. Okay, so what about you, Alex?
I'm a property manager and real estate agent, and I have done some wholesaling, but I right now I'm trying to learn the guts system so that I can get on the phone and prospect.
Prospect mainly for the realtor side of the business?
Yeah, mostly realtor side of the business.
Okay, great. I'm not a realtor, so there'll be some things that we can learn together here today. But I love guts because it plugs and plays into everything. And but so wonderful. So now we have some variety here in our club, as far as not everybody's just like me. All right, Gent, what angle are you coming at, and how do you plan on talking to prospects? What device?
So my angle, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
I just got a brand new mic. How do I sound?
You sound good.
Do it for the people. I do it for the people. Now, but what I'm doing, last week, Ace talked to me about marketing and dominating your market. And right now I'm focusing solely on door to door. So, and it's a strategic door to door. It's just not a blanket canvas of the neighborhood. I'm looking at people that are in distress right now. I'm looking at, and not only in distress, but actually have some kind of need for me to be there. So I'm looking at expired listings. I'm looking at people that might have liens. I'm going to vacant houses, And if I happen to come across a house that looks vacant or like a really dilapidated house, then I'll knock that one. But other than that, I'm focused on the houses that are on my market. So I already have them optimized with a route planner that I use.
Yeah.
And I go to each house and I simply knock on the door. I don't know. Can I introduce this? Because I mean, I know you teach something totally different.
What are you talking about? You gonna tell us what you say?
Well, I mean, basically, from what Arturo told me, I basically put it on my boss. So
yeah. I want you to share that, but can we come back to it in like 3 minutes? Is that cool?
Sure.
Because that's the next level I want to go to, but I want to hear what these other cats in here do too, and then I'm gonna let you kick off with that because I kind of want to talk about that too, because that'll segue into us role playing some very specific things for everyone. But welcome, dude. Glad you're here, and I am excited about that. And by the way, I don't mind anybody ever sharing any idea, whether it's mine or not. I am not a competitive dude. Okay. Well, I am when I see some of these other cats steal some of my ideas, but I can't really be too mad because I stole all their ideas too. All right. It's just the way that it works. So I'm not that guy. So feel 100% free to say whatever you want to in this room with me. All right. Let's go to the next person. Alan, tell us a little bit about what your business is and your prospect method of talking to them. What's your method of talking to prospects in your biz? Are you able to talk? There you go.
Yes, sir. Mainly over the phone, sometimes face-to-face, FaceTime or Zoom. And the game plan is to assign wholesale contracts.
All right. So talking to motivated sellers over the phone, right?
Sir.
Okay.
Finding who's motivated.
Yeah.
And then hiring them if they're not. There you go.
Absolutely. Okay. Ed, what about you, sir?
Just checking in. I apologize. I'm just tuning in.
Oh, okay. I was asking people what industry they're using sales techniques in, and what their method of talking to the prospect is, whether it be by phone or belly to belly or what have you.
So what did I do, or what?
Yeah, what are you using sales guts techniques for? What industry?
As far as real estate?
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Yes, that's it, man. That's it.
All right. That's what I'm here for. I didn't come here for a haircut.
It's
for crying
good.
out loud.
Okay. All right. And your main method of talking to prospects is over the phone, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Let's skip to Jason. Jason?
Yeah.
What's yours, man?
So yeah, lease options, real estate, and
okay.
And I own a pest control business, so I'm used to belly to belly.
Yeah.
And I drive around anyway, so I'm constantly trying to drive for dollars as well.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's got, that's so interesting because a few of us do what I do, but then Alex is a realtor, and so that's different than what I do. And Gent, he likes to do the door knocking. Okay, that's different than what I do. Jason also likes to do the walking and talking. Right?
Yeah.
That's what in other industries we used to call it walk and talk.
But I want to get better at the phone, and that's why. Yeah, that's why I'm here. Yeah,
I see.
That's why
I see.
Like Claude says, you got to get a good phone, and you got to make money today.
Yeah.
But I need to. I usually accomplish that on a weekly period anyway with the business. But I want to get better at closing on the phone.
Yeah. Yeah. Me too, dude. Me too. I love the phone because I used to be that guy too. Like walking and talking and door knocking and trying to get people to, prospecting and seeing who I can get interested, and then maybe schedule a sit down, belly to belly. We'd get at the kitchen table, or I'd kneel down or sit down Indian style on the living room floor.
Yeah.
Okay. Just weird. I'm glad I don't have to do it no more because Alexander Graham Bell came around and invented the phone about 120 years ago.
It's exhausting. It can be exhausting doing that.
You know, people don't need a salesperson to come and explain the product to them anymore.
Yeah.
They've got all that information at their fingertips, so they don't.
Yeah.
They're that old situation where they're coming to your office, they give you the info to show you the newest product. You get to see the newest and greatest, and they've already seen it.
Yeah.
They've already made their selection.
And they know it's going to cost something.
Yeah, that's
too, right. If they do get it, stuff, like I used to sell insurance, and I swear I could, not literally audibly, but I could hear it like in the vibes. I set an appointment to come to someone's home, and then they would, in the back of my head, I could hear them going, "Insurance guy's coming. Get your ass in the car. Get your ass in the car. The insurance guy's on his way." Okay.
Some guy's 74 years old and some plaid pants waiting at the window. He's here. He's here. Turn on the lights.
Exactly.
Oh, he's sauce already, for crying out loud.
I got so tired of that. So learning to do the phone was great for me. And but I don't want to put anybody's methodology down in any way, because walking and talking, door knocking, prospecting that way is nothing wrong with that. As long as you're prospecting, this my philosophy is, at least as long as you're prospecting in whatever way, if you can hit your target numbers, prospecting in whatever method you like, boom, go for it. Who am I to tell you what you should and should not like? Right? But again, managing the process would mean you got to hit target numbers. So if you're walking and talking, maybe you have to set a schedule. That's just a thought, and then on that schedule, you have to plan on talking to, I'm going to try to hit up at least 5 conversations here before I head back to the house. Okay. Yeah. Wonderful. Keep it going. Keep it rolling. Yeah. You're doing what you need to do. So that's my thought on it. Does anybody else have a thought on it before we go to the next person here real quick? I'm sorry, I get talkative.
I do real quick, because
Okay, yeah,
I know a lot of people, and it is what it is. So a lot of people talk about how efficient, the telephone is, and it is very efficient, and how inefficient, door knocking is, and it's inefficient. But the effective and efficient are two different things. So when you're knocking on that door, it's very effective when you're getting that answer from that person. What I also do is, and I just started this yesterday, right? Like Monday we had the big storm in Houston, so I wasn't able to do anything. And yesterday was my first day. I had a target of 23 people that I was going to door knock.
Wow.
I talked to a good number yesterday, well over five people.
Wow.
And before I left the house, I left a note. I leave these fluorescent little notes. I got green, blue, yellow, and it just simply says, give me a call. It's kind of ambiguous, but give me a call. And again, when they call me, I got 2 callbacks to do today. But I had a lady that called me back, and I spoke to her yesterday. But I got 2 callbacks that I have to do today. And the bottom line is, I blame it on my boss. I'm sorry to, have you up in arms about, me leaving this message on your door. But, my boss wanted me to get a hold of you and just find out if you wanted to sell or not. I'm sorry. I got some construction going on upstairs. That's basically it. So I'm sorry.
Oh, that's great, dude. That's great. That's super good. I love it. I like it. I think if you're comfortable with it, what really is super about it is when you door knock somebody like that, and they are a motivated seller, you go from 0 to 60 in 2.3.
And I love something. The best result I got yesterday was a guy. He didn't even come out. He was just peeking through the blinds.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah, I'm interested in selling." I was like, "Okay, well, what kind of time frame are you looking at?" And he was like, "Me and my wife are really looking at it, but I'm looking at it about a month now from now." And I was like, "Well, how much are you looking for?" And he was like, 140 to 150. And I was like, okay, would you like it if I followed up with you? And he was like, yeah, I would. So I got his information down, but I don't know. I was excited about it yesterday.
Yeah.
That's why I gave
Yeah.
a shout out to the jeans and jacket crew, because I
Yeah.
wear my jacket. You know, I have my
Yeah.
old clothes from my other job that I used to have. I used to do digital marketing, and I used to do contracting work for the military. I had all these clothes that I didn't have anything to do with, and now I do. So I wear my tennis shoes, my jacket, and my polo shirt, and you know, I'm excited about it, man. But
Dude,
hey, I'm
good.
sorry, I didn't mean to monopolize your time.
No, man. I'm gonna ring the bell. I'm gonna ring the bell for you because it's exciting. Yeah, I mean, I'm liking your excitement because I want it to bleed off onto me and everybody else. You know what I mean? Like, not bleed off, but you know, what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? Rub off on me. Like, I want some excitement. Like, I've been doing this for a while, and sometimes I get in a little rut with it. You know what I mean? And last week and this week, I've been in an MF and rut. Like, for real. So, man, please bring all the excitement and passion that you want. All right. So, we'll just feed off of it, dude. You know. Anybody else with anything they want to say about that? That was pretty awesome what he shared. Anything else?
You know, the bottom line is get in front of people, and
Yeah.
nothing easier than just knocking on the door and saying hi.
Yeah.
You know, it's a good idea too, if you do like to, do that approach, is just make yourself your own little lanyard. You know, you got the, you can find those things that you can at the, office store. You put a little picture there and your
Yeah.
name, and just hey, you got your company name, and if people see that at the door, they feel a little more comfortable than with that little picture. But it's a great way to meet people. Great way to get some exercise, some fresh air, and go meet some people.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's go to the next person, Joe. Joe,
What's up, Justin?
what's going on, dude? What industry are you in, and where are you wanting to use sales skills, and how?
Well, you know me, I'm a home inspector. You know, I just want to use it for real estate, but I got to get off my ass and get it done. That's all. I've been so busy with the home inspections right now. It's been tough, but I mean, that's just an excuse, you know. But need to do more. Me and my son Austin, we're working on it.
Yeah.
So
Good. It's good to see you, Joe. Good to see you, man.
it's been a while. I watch it. I just don't ever have time. I got about a half hour today, so I figured I'm going to jump on and participate as much as I can. So
I understand, but I feel you there. You know what I mean? You're following me.
Yep.
I appreciate it, brother. Horace, how about you, sir? What industry are you in, and
What's going on, Justin?
Hey, dude, good to see you.
Good to see you too. Real estate, and what I'm seeing now, I'm doing text first, and then I do a follow-up. So for the most part, with the text I get, they either tell me that they got it on a contract, it's already sold, or a flat no, cross them off the list and move on. And then a few of them, reach back out, say, yeah, I'm interested. So I do a call with them.
Boom. That sounds like what I do too, Horace. Yeah.
Yeah, it's straight to the point, and people are moving.
Exactly. Yeah. On to the next one if it's not the right stuff. Yep. All right. Sharonda, what industry are you working in, and you using the phone or walk and talk, or?
I like to use the phone, but I still go to people's homes and I still take pictures of the properties, so I can have pictures for the buyers that I'm looking to, put with the properties or whatever. I think the way that I'm going to start out doing the lease options, I'm going to start just calling from Craigslist and go from there. But I need to just tighten up on my phone skills as far as talking about lease options. I don't want to go into like a seminar over the phone, and I feel like that's what I'm going to do because I tend to be like super professional, but I want to approach it in a different way because I don't want to start giving the homeowner like a seminar because they don't want that.
Yeah, I understand. Presenter mode. That's what I call it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I do that.
Yeah. Presenter mode. That's the salesman's default mode. Or sales ladies.
Work.
No, it doesn't work. Why doesn't it work, anybody? Why does default mode not work? I wish it did, because if it did, man, I'd be, rolling in more money. You know what I mean? Because I could go into default mode real easy.
You're not talking about what's in it for them.
It's not authentic. Yeah.
Yeah, both. Yeah, Gent said it's. What'd you say, Gent?
So you're not talking about what's in it for them. You're talking
Yeah.
about like the buyer or whatever.
Yep. Right. The presenter mode, if you listen to it, it's a lot about you and what you do with who you do it with. Yeah. So you totally just derail the conversation off to some third party. That's what I find. So I think you're exactly right. And then Ty said it's just inauthentic, and which it is. It doesn't necessarily relate to the prospect. So yeah, that's good. Not to want to go into presenter mode. So let's practice that today. Let's practice not going into presenter mode. Ty, tell us a little bit about yourself. What industry you in, and what's the method of talking to homeowners?
I do. I'm in wholesale medical supplies.
Okay.
And I want to transition into real estate. So we've been talking and getting plugged in here recently.
Yeah.
With Wholesale Investment Club. So I'm pretty excited. I actually, for my business, I use bandit signs and just guerrilla marketing, door hangers, flyers, and word of mouth. Every person I talk to, I give them 2 business cards, one for them, and then I say, hey, if you know anyone else, please pass this other card to the next person.
Yeah. All right. And then you usually end up talking with a client on the phone?
Yeah, I do a lot of phone, maybe 5 or 10 people a day, depends on how busy it is.
Wow, great.
And then there's a lot of text messaging being the times that we're in. I'm still getting used to that. But there's a lot, sometimes it's just totally text messaging. I'd rather talk on the phone, but the younger generation likes doing texting. Even the older folks, some of them do texting. It's kind of ironic, but yeah.
Yep. All good points, all good things. Yeah. Anybody else experiencing that with prospects not wanting to talk? They just want to text. And it's just like they're making a point to not talk. They keep liking texting, and it's just like, well, can we talk? And they don't want to, or they put you off till later, and it's like, well, I'm at work, and we just keep texting, and it's like, it's for crying out loud. That is an issue that we run into today. Alex, tell us about yourself, man. What industry are you in? Where are you using sales techniques? Alex Bolden, can you hear me?
Oh, real estate, lease options, and wholesaling.
Yeah. Okay. So on the phone then, huh? Over the phone.
Yeah, on the phone. Yep.
I think we only got one person we haven't mentioned here, I think, and that is Aaron. If I've overlooked you, you can speak up, please. But Aaron, I don't know if he's able to speak up or not, but tell us a little bit about yourself if you can, Aaron. What industry are you working in, and where are you using sales, and how? Oh, there you go. Now you got to hit that mute button. There you go.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, lease option and wholesaling, basically cold calling, texting, so forth. And I got a couple of deals I'm working on now. I talked to Steve about that the other night.
Yep.
He was talking. And I'm trying to find the best way to market that one that I was talking to him about for wholesale, because the owner is pretty, adamant about me not advertising his property. So I don't know if he spends any time on Facebook Marketplace or any of that. So I'm kind of nervous to market it. I do got a few people that I'm bringing over Friday to take a look at it, but I want to get it out to as many as I can so I can move it off, because I have to close it by the 30th.
I understand.
So,
okay.
Any advice on what you think I should do?
Yeah.
To get it out there?
Yeah. Why don't you hop on my calendar, man? or I can make up time for you, and let's just talk about that. You and me directly.
Okay.
I'd like to give you some more in-depth help on that one. Okay. Anybody I missed here in the room about it? Okay. So I think one thing we all have in common here is we all have to interact with prospects on a regular basis. We all have to have that momentum of consistency, 5 to 10 a day. Okay, Uncle Claude teaches the rule of 5, but honestly, I'm used to the 10 by 10. Has anybody ever heard of a 10 by 10? That means have 10 conversations before 10 a.m.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, is that aggressive?
That's very aggressive.
Is that aggressive? Well, it may be, but it doesn't take but about an hour and a half or 2 hours to have 10 conversations when they're guts conversations.
Okay.
If in a lot of these are B leads, okay, I'll just let you know a lot of these are B leads, but you should institute maybe something like that, or think about doing something like that to make yourself consistent so that you're getting in your 10 by 10. That's an aggressive stance. I get it, but that's how you're going to be successful too, is by having that consistent rhythm, like going to the gym. Like going to the gym, you get in 10 by 10. Okay. All right. Well, you might not have the ability to get it in by 10 a.m., but maybe you get it in by 10 p.m. Okay. So make it fit your life. That's one thing I don't like about coaches and gurus is we all have these sayings, like I just said that one. They make you feel bad if you can't apply it sometimes just directly as I was describing it, but the honest to God's truth is that just apply the general concept of the thing into your life and it'll work just the same. So yeah. All right. So
is anyone doing guerrilla marketing?
Good question. Anybody in here doing any type of guerrilla marketing? Are you talking about the specific guerrilla marketing Facebook guy? Okay. Anybody advertising on Facebook? Doing Facebook group advertising?
I have, but it's been infrequent. With the automatic REI, you get so many leads. So
yeah. That's what I like about that too. I like the consistency of it. It helps me stay consistent. So we all have to interact with prospects no matter what we're talking about, whether it's real estate, investing, or being a realtor, or some other industry, whether we're walking and talking, knocking on doors, or whether we're picking up the phone and dialing. We always have the burden of being the first person to say something, don't we? Other than hello, right? Now we have to say something. And to me, as a new person, this is the most nerve-wracking thing. All right. What do I say as soon as they get on the phone? I don't know this person. I don't know what their attitude is for today. I don't know how nice or how mean they may be, but I have to say something. So let's start out with Gent here and get him to share with us again what he says as an opening agenda, because remember, the 3 parts to the guts conversation, the staircase, is the agenda, the qualification stage, and the closing stage. So let's role play a little bit of agenda right here, right now, and talk about, because we all have various marketing techniques. So some of these are different types of leads, different types of prospects altogether.
Yeah.
But we can all come up with some really dynamite ways to start conversations. So let's start out with Gent. Let's role play a little bit. Somebody be the homeowner. You're at home.
I'll be the homeowner.
And Gent knocks the door. Gent, describe the house to us before you knock the door. Tell us what it looks like from the curb. Okay, but you're going to knock the door. Alex is going to answer and then role play with us. Is that cool? Is everybody down for that?
All right. Let's get it.
When you say describe the house?
Yep, describe the house. This imaginary house. What kind of house are you door knocking?
2-story brick house. Looks like it was built in the 90s. A little bit of disrepair, but nothing crazy. like I said, I target people based off of like the list I pull. So
Okay. Okay. So this is a blue collar neighborhood, or is it a like a nicer neighborhood?
I know where you're going, but I mean, yesterday I was doing like upper middle class to blue collar
Okay.
neighborhoods. So
Okay.
So
Yeah.
so this is like a pretty house deal, lease option.
yeah. I'm like, so yeah. I didn't answer that part. Like, I'm concentrating more on lease options, and I'm working with somebody teaching me subject to. So
Okay.
that's what
Okay.
I'm concentrating on. If I happen to see a wholesale deal, I mean, I'll jump on that. But that's
Okay.
not-
Okay.
Okay, cool. So that's the paradigm. So let's jump into this role play. Gent's gonna walk up, knock the door. Alex gonna answer. Okay, y'all ready?
All right.
Right?
Who is it?
Hey, how you doing, sir? My name's Gent.
I'm doing all right. Who are you?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry to bother you. I know this is kind of out the blue, but like I said, my name is Gent, and my boss told me to come over here to see if you're interested in selling your house.
Oh, okay. So you are like a realtor or investor?
No, sir. I work with a group of investors, and they want to buy houses here in this neighborhood. And your house is one of the houses that they're looking at. And I just want to see if you were interested in selling or not.
Well, I am. It really depends on the price, but
Okay. Well, what kind of price are you looking at?
full price. I mean, this is a good house, good area.
Okay, so let's time out because we've completed kind of an opening conversation.
Yeah,
All right, and we were kind of getting into some details. Alex had conceded that he was thinking about selling at full price. So we were already moving into some type of deeper conversation. But so that was the opening conversation. Okay, so he's going at it from the angle of my boss, so on and so forth, to kind of alleviate some of the pressure in the conversation, so on and so forth. Not a bad technique. Does anybody have anything they would like to role play in that same type of conversation that might be any suggestions of things that could have been done or should or maybe might be better or different or a different way for a different seller? Anything like that? Anybody have anything to add?
I would say maybe you just should have set the agenda, maybe. Like, hey, is it all right if I can ask you a few questions and you can ask me a few?
Okay. So to kind of integrate the steps of the agenda a little bit, just a little bit better.
Yeah.
But besides that, the approach, not bad. I felt like it was pretty timely too, like it didn't linger and it wasn't awkward in any way. So I don't have any real critiques for it, other than maybe what Alex said too. I thought that's a pretty good suggestion.
That's a good point, Alex. I only had one that told me yesterday, and I can't remember what I told him. But that's a good point. Now I can start going into: is it okay if I ask you a few questions? You can ask me a few. Yeah, you got a valid point, man.
Yeah.
Yep. That's good. That's good.
Justin, I actually use this for my business, for my wholesale business. When someone calls me, I say, hey, is it okay if I ask you questions? Basically to see if I can buy their supplies.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Is it okay? What I like to do is I like to set the roadmap.
Yeah.
Right. So when we're talking about the agenda, remember it's 3 parts of the roadmap: getting permission to ask questions and then giving them permission to tell you no. That's the three steps. So in setting the roadmap, how did Gent set the roadmap? Someone tell me, how did he? Because he did. He set the roadmap. Let's talk about, what does setting the roadmap mean? Do we know what it means?
Is it letting the seller know what your intention is? Because Gent did do that.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Gent did this. Yeah.
My boss sent me over, so yeah, he did.
Yes. And the purpose of my call on you, my knocking it today is because my boss I work for a group of investors and they buy houses just like this one or whatever the words he was using. But he was setting a roadmap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Very important to set a roadmap. Yep. So how else might he set a roadmap? Do we have any suggestions? Okay. How might I set a roadmap if I'm calling on the phone? If I'm calling a prospect on the phone, what is it? What do I need to say to set the roadmap? Ring, ring. Hello. Somebody set the roadmap. Hello.
Hey, this is Alex. Am I speaking to Justin?
Yeah, this is him.
Hey, it's probably too late. That house has sold already, has it?
No, you talking about 123 Apple Cart Way?
Oh, yes, I am.
Yeah, no, it's still available.
Okay, Justin. Well, what I want to do is ask you a few questions. You can ask me a few, and by the end of this conversation, if you think I'm not a good fit, you can tell me no, and I'll get off of the phone and I'll be out of your hair. How does that sound?
Okay, that sounds good. All right, so Alex set a roadmap, but it was almost an implied roadmap because he was assuming that I'm a for sale by owner, right? So, and that's in the role play he was assuming that, because in real life he probably is calling for sale by owners.
Right.
All right, so I would know that he's talking about the house. He said he was talking about the house, that he's talking about making an offer. Now, I always try to make a point, y'all, when I call a homeowner to say something like this. Hey, my name's Justin. Yeah, I saw your house is it 123 Apple Cart Way? I bet I'm too late. It's gone, right? Oh, no, it's not gone? Well, why not? Okay, so I've jumped the gun a little bit here. I'm teasing them a little bit into the qualification stage already. But then I'll say something like this. Well, hey, I'm an investor. And a lot of times I like to describe myself as a landlord investor.
Okay.
Because that makes them feel like they know what I mean when I say investor. So when you say investor, you might be one of them pesky wholesaler guys. I don't know. Maybe I am. But I'm going to tell them I'm a landlord investor. Why? Because I might be interested in doing a sandwich lease option maybe. Who knows? I don't know. So I'm a landlord investor. And I'm calling because I want to buy a new rental property. And that looks like a rental property. Okay. And I want to talk to you today about making an offer on it. Can I ask you a few questions? So I'm very clear about today. Mm-hmm. I'm very clear about me talking to them about making an offer. I always say that. I want to talk to you today about making an offer.
Okay.
Okay, I'm setting a very precise roadmap. Because I really want to get all the way through this conversation and literally make an offer.
Okay.
And hopefully they'll accept it. Okay, a lot of the people that call them are doing this. They're not professionals. They're just random people in public calling on that listing, and they're going to sound more like this. Yeah, hey, I was calling about that house. Yeah, are you the guy with the house at 123 Apple Cart Way? Yeah, cool. When's that house built? See, they just go right into details and all this. There's no roadmap. There's no, you can ask me questions. I can ask you. You can tell me no. There's none of that. No qualifying, nothing. It just goes right into details. Okay, that's what the normal person calling a listing sounds like. But you and I, we're going to sound different. So we're going to tell them right up front, we're investors. Hey, listen, I'm a landlord investor. I saw your property online. I wanted to call you because I want to buy a new rental property today. And I'd like to ask you a few questions and make you an offer here. And if it's not a good fit, you can tell me no. Do I not sound like the most serious buyer they've talked to ever on this? Probably.
Yeah, I will start using that for now.
Yeah, that's a real good nugget, Justin. Thank you very much. Because I always I'll open up with, I'm guessing you haven't gotten the right offers yet. So I'm calling Zillow for sale by owners. And most of the time it's the 30+ days. And when I hit them with I'm guessing you haven't gotten the right offer, I either get, it's on the contract or no. And then from no, then I'll proceed with the agenda.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, Horace. I think that's perfect, man. Like I said, sometimes I'll get into it too with them, like, hey, is that house already gone? No, it's still available. Oh, why not? And then they'll be like, well, we did have a few people offer it to us, but then I make an offer, but it was too low. Oh, you've had some real low ball offers. Yeah, we've had some low ball offers, and we just can't go that low. So if you're one of those people, I'll have all of that going on before I even start the agenda. Yeah. And
it opens them up.
Yeah, sure. Why not? If that's what it takes, and they're willing to go ahead and talk with me right now, I'll do a little qualification stage before I hit that agenda. But at some point, I will make a point to go back and say, hey, listen, I don't know if I told you, my name's Justin, and I'm an investor. I'm a landlord investor, and I'm wanting to pick up a new rental property like as early as today. And I wanted to ask you some questions about this one and let you ask me a few, and I want to make an offer to you. And if it's not a good fit, you can tell me no. Why are we telling these people, and I've heard us all do it, myself included, why are we telling these people it's okay for them to tell you no about you? If hey, let me talk to you, I want to ask you a few questions, you can ask me a few questions, and if I'm not a good fit for you, you can just tell me no, you can fire me. See, I don't want them thinking like that. Honestly, I want them thinking about my offer. Hey, I want to make an offer to you today, and if the offer is not a good fit, I want you to feel free to tell me no. I'm already setting up negotiations on an offer, not whether they like me or not. Okay, just a little tweak, y'all. Just a little tweak I'm making. I'm coming out of this funk I've been in for the last 2 weeks, and it's starting to feel good.
Sounds good.
And you're right on, because
Only make
everyone's
offers on
defensive.
the A and B leads, right?
I'm sorry, what'd you say, Ed, then Alex?
Oh,
I said, everyone's got their defense up. So you just got to, help them understand that you're there to help them and drop that down. And then they don't have to worry about being sold. They can worry about, talking to you. Otherwise, when they don't know what you're up to, they just think you're trying to sell them something. They guards up.
Yeah,
help them
they
understand you're just there to help.
I totally agree, and I totally find that every homeowner with their house for sale wants what?
Top dollar.
An offer. The best offer you can possibly come up with. That's what they want. So let's tease them with the offer right up front. Hey, I'm a landlord investor. I want to buy a rental property just like this one today. And I wanted to ask you a few questions. You could ask me a few. I want to make an offer to you, and if it's not a good fit, then you could tell me no.
okay.
So very, very, very clear about what we're talking about here today. The roadmap has been crystal clear set. We are going to talk about me making an offer today. And if it's not a good fit, you can tell me no. So be comfortable. Okay? No pressure.
Justin, what about the yellow letter script? Like my wife and I are looking for 2 or 3 houses in your neighborhood. Is your home available?
Yeah, that's an okay way to the first words. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I would go ahead and incorporate the rest of the, as they start talking and you start, having a little bit of conversation, then go into, well, hey, I'm an investor. I wanted a landlord. I wanted to buy something today, and I saw this one. I couldn't help myself. I lie to them. I'll say, my mama gave me this one, told me to call you because she knows I'm a landlord and I buy houses just like this one, and she says I need to buy this one. Well, they're not going to be mad at me because I'm doing what mama wants. Whatever I got to do to make these people feel comfortable. Alex, you were going to say something, brother.
Oh, so do you only make offers on A and B leads?
Only make offers on A and B leads. I don't make offers on C leads because they don't qualify for my time. When I get through the qualification stage with a C lead and this guy's just not interested in anything that I think I'm ever going to do a deal with him on, I'm just going to get rid of him. I'm going to throw him away. He's useless to me. And that's how I look at it. But an A lead, I'll try to close him today. And a B lead, I'll put it as a B in my beehive. I'll add him to my 10 by 10. My bees. You know what? I bet most of us don't have 10 follow-up bees to follow up with. That's a problem. That's a problem. All right. I'm sorry I'm preaching at you now a little bit, but it is a problem. If you don't have follow-ups to follow up, then what are you doing? You're just prospecting for brand new people all the time? Wow, that's hard. Holy I've been in sales a long time, and I'll tell you what, man, I'd rather close a deal with a guy that I already talked to than bust ass on the streets trying to find somebody fresh. All right. That's just some old experience talking. Sorry for my vulgarity too. Who's got a great opening? We've talked about the opening a little bit. Who's got a great opening they want to demo for us right here? Maybe you've never done it before. You just want to experiment with a new way of starting a call. Maybe this is the first time you've ever role played with us here publicly in this group. Anybody want to step out and tell us the agenda? How do you start a conversation with a prospect using your method of talking to the prospect, whether that's door knocking or phone ringing or what have you? Who's up? Who wants to volunteer? Because I know there's some gold nuggets here in this room. We've already picked up several from you guys and gals. Anybody else? Nobody.
No one?
Crickets.
I'll go for it, man.
Crickets. Let's do it, Alex. That sounds great. What industry are you in, man? Where and how do you interact with prospects? Is it over the phone?
It's over the phone. So the thing that I'm trying to do, I'm trying to buy the house. If I can't, I'll either do a lease strategy, short-term rental, try to rent it from them, lease purchase. If that doesn't work, I'm also an agent. I'll try to list it. If I can't do that, then I'm gonna try to do a consult.
You see what I like about Alex is Alex is organized in his approach. Okay. He just laid down right there for us, probably the biggest roadmap that we all could adopt and follow. He goes with a tool bag, and in his tool bag, he has these tools lined up in this order. What was it again, man? Give us the order.
Buy.
Cash? Cash?
Yeah, buy cash.
Okay.
So I can either flip it or wholesale it or assign it, or I can, rent it. I can either do a lease purchase or do some type of seller financing if it's free and clear. I could do a wrap. I could do a rent to own, sell that agreement, or I can do like a short-term rental and rent it from them if they don't want to sell it, or I can list it as a real estate agent, or I can, do consulting if I don't want to be involved in the deal or just want to make a quick, couple zeros or whatever, few zeros.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, here's an idea. Everybody that's not sure how this works, write down what he just said right there in order. And as you're talking to a prospect, they'll tell you which one works best for them, won't they, Alex?
Yeah, they will.
And once they tell you which angle works best for them, what tool, you reach in your tool bag, Alex, right? And you pull that tool out and you apply that wrench to that nut, and there you go.
Yeah.
Right? That's how it works. It's that easy. It's that easy. Well, I'll say it's that simple, but maybe not easy. So, all right, how do you then, Alex, open the conversation? What's your opener? You're calling on the phone. Who wants to be the homeowner? And let's role play Alex for a couple, 2-3 minutes here.
Okay. Anybody else want to be a homeowner?
Again.
Alex wants to be the homeowner again. Or
Alex.
And then let's do it twice. Let's do it twice. We'll let both Alexes do it.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Ring.
Hello.
Yeah, I was looking for Alex.
This is he. Who am I speaking with?
Alex, this is also Alex, man. I'm a neighbor of yours. I know this is kind of random, but I was driving by your place over there on 6th, and it looks like it's vacant. I don't know if you're in between renters or something. Have you ever considered selling that place?
Yeah, I have. I mean, it is vacant. I don't have a tenant in there right now, but I am looking for one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, that's probably a good strategy. So you have considered selling it. I mean, you may as well just keep it though. It sounds like you're fixing it up. You're in between renters.
I mean, well, if someone can give me a good price, I would sell it.
Yeah, but I mean, you've had it for
Otherwise, I would just keep it. I mean, investors call all the time making low cash offers, and I'm not about to just sell my house for pennies on the dollar.
Yeah, I get that. But I mean, it's also sitting vacant though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, what I guess pennies on the dollar, what would you be looking to get out of something like this?
Well, you're one of these investor guys, right? Make me an offer.
I'm not too good at guessing, man. I mean, I wish I could, but I mean, I don't know what it looks like on the inside, and I don't really know if you're looking to sell it as is, or if you're looking to, get a monthly payment on it, or what. I mean,
Well, I'll sell it as is. I mean, the inside is good. I know the lawn needs to be mowed, but on Zillow it says it's worth about 200,000. So I would like to get 200,000.
Okay. Well, I guess let's imagine for a sec that we could come to an agreement. You don't have to fix up anything and sell it for 200,000. What would you want to do next?
I mean, well, how soon can you close? I mean, because if I can't sell it within like the next 30 days, I will just put a tenant in and just collect rent.
Yeah, I mean, I could close as soon as we could really come to an agreement. A couple of weeks after that, I'd obviously need to be able to see it. When was the last time you updated the kitchens and baths?
2 years ago.
Okay. Well, Justin, man, I'm losing it, man. We're almost at a minute and a half, and I'm not even close.
Okay, well, let's break then, and then let's talk about it, and then we'll redo it with the other Alex. We're gonna have 3 Alexes joust here today.
Okay.
We have 3 Alexes in the room. That never happens, so we've got to it's like lightning striking twice, 3 times in the same.
Triple A. It's just the
That's
service.
why I was wondering, like, which Alex we were talking about earlier. I'm like, is it me or the other Alex?
It gets confusing, but it's all good, guys. Let's talk about what he just did. Now, you could tell Alex, the caller, not the homeowner. Let's talk about the caller. The caller, Alex, very, very good. Very good. Very talented. Very, very experienced. Smooth like silk, isn't he? Very good. Now, Alex, did you set a roadmap?
I didn't set up the agenda. I did not. I didn't ask him, I should have been like, hey man, I want to ask you some questions. You can ask me some questions. I just want to create a space of some dialogue. I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm not here to push you to do anything that you don't want to do. And Alex, if this isn't working out, you don't like my voice or whatever, man, please just fire me. Just do that, So I do that most of the time, but sometimes you forget.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Sometimes I forget too, and then I feel bad about it later if it didn't work out for me. I'm like, oh, that's why, because I forgot but I've had them work without the agenda too, though. I'll just be honest. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. It doesn't matter what you do, but yeah. So very, very smooth. Didn't incorporate the traditional agenda that we normally talk about, but very, very gutsy nevertheless. Was using a lot of gutsy techniques. So very effective conversation. One thing that stood out to me too about Alex, the caller, is that he was very, very comfortable.
Yep.
Okay.
Comes off as confidence, doesn't it? Like you really start to develop trust that Alex is actually a pretty solid dude who probably can do everything he's talking about doing.
Yep.
How important is that, y'all? Just
Very
a little bit?
Very important, because the seller consents.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
you want to get it done.
Yeah. Well, let's do it one more time then. And Alex G, you're going to be the homeowner. And then let's go Alex W again as the caller, and let's do the let's open the conversation up and see what happens this time. Is that cool, Alex? Alex
yeah, man.
and Alex?
Yeah, sure.
All right. When you're ready.
All right, ring ring.
Hello.
Yeah, I was looking for Alex.
That is Alex.
Hey, Alex, this is this is also Alex. Man, I know this is kind of random, but I'm a neighbor of yours, and I was driving by your place on Lamar, and it just looked like, I don't know, man. It looks like there's nobody living there or in between renters or something. Are you in the process of doing something, or am I just seeing something?
We just got it. We just evicted them, and we're about to start advertising for another renter.
Oh man, that had to be tough. Okay, well, good thing you got it figured out now. So, did they damage the place pretty bad, or?
No, it's not really that damaged. I'll probably do a little bit of upgrading though.
Okay. Well, man, just to be, it sounds like I've seen that place. It looks like you were going through a whirlwind on that. I just want to ask you a couple of questions, and you can ask me some. And if this isn't working out in our conversation, please just let me know, man. Fire me. I know your time is valuable. Mine's valuable. Is that cool? Can we be honest with each other here?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool, man. Well, I mean, it sounds like you've had this place for quite a while. So you're gonna rent it out to some other people? You think they're gonna be better?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just. I'm getting some bids right now for the work that's going to be done.
I mean, well, you probably wouldn't ever want to sell it, would you? I mean, sounds like you want to keep putting money into this thing to maybe make it worth your while.
Yeah, actually, I mean, I own it free and clear, so yeah, I'm thinking about just put in some new renters in there, and I'm doing pretty good.
Interesting. Okay. Have you ever considered selling it? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think about this. I mean, what's the whole goal here? Is it to make money every single month and get like a check, or what are you looking to do with this?
Yeah, I've had it for a long time.
Okay.
Let's time out because we're getting into some pretty meaty conversation here in that conversation. So, did he accomplish the agenda successfully? Did he open the conversation? Did he set the roadmap? Did he get permission to ask questions? Did he give them permission to fire him? Did he do all that? Was that a solid, traditionally accepted guts opening?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you guys notice how both role plays, the first line was the exact same? Hey, it's Alex. I know this is a little off the wall or whatever, but I'm one of your neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
Did he say that both times? What's that line? Say it, Alex.
Hey, this is Alex, man. I'm one of your neighbors, and I've been driving by your place.
There you go. There you go.
Man.
There you go. Is that pretty disarming? I mean, most people don't want to be an asshole to one of their neighbors.
True.
Most people.
Hey, it could be a little creepy too. I don't know why you're driving by my place.
Yeah, I was driving by your place taking photos.
Yeah. Stop that.
Yeah, and another thing that establishes a lot of geographic rapport, because I can't say that you're my neighbor if we live 30 minutes away. I can look on Google real quick if they answer, and I could be like, oh yeah, you live over there by Governor's Park. Easy.
Right.
Landmarks. Yeah.
Yeah. That's great. Great advice. Anybody else with any tips like that? Anything for the opening line? Because we're all going to have a little different opening line, hopefully. We're not all going to steal Alex's opening line, and everybody now is going to start saying, hey, I'm one of your neighbors and I was driving by.
I'm going to try it.
Dude, go for the gold, man. You're an Alex too, dude. I'm telling you.
Why not? If it works, use it, right? But what are some other alternatives for first liners? Because the first line is the one you really gotta have prepared in advance. Otherwise, what are you gonna do when they say hello? So let's get that first line like a golf ball teed up on the tee so that we can hit this drive a long way up the middle of the fairway. All right. Anybody with a good tee up? What's a great first line?
Hey, what's wrong with your property?
I like it. It's got a negative flair to it, though.
It's a little abrasive.
It's got a little negative, abrasive flair to it. But I like to do that too, Alex. Sometimes I'll say it like this. Hey, I'm an investor looking to buy something today, and this looks like a rental property.
Oh.
That's my house.
Yeah, sometimes I know it's not. I just want them to know that it looks like shit. And that's a nice way of saying it. Maybe that's me being mean, but it works. It gets them to open up. Well, okay, so that's a great one-liner, the first liner there, Alex. What's another good one first liner?
I'm a real estate investor and I'm looking to buy a home today and we like yours. Do you have a minute to talk?
Pretty standard right out of the textbook. Yeah, that's as simple as it can be. Absolutely. Well, look at what we have here. We have Dr. Claude. Dr. Claude. Dr. Claude. Paging Dr. Claude to the deal emergency room. Dr. Claude.
Come in.
What's going on, man? What are you doing? What are you doing?
You got something for us, Claude? What's that?
I think you hit that mute button, or
Yeah, you're on mute.
or is this we're starting to read lips?
We broke the waterbed.
Did you for real, or was that just a joke?
35 years of marriage, and we broke the waterbed.
Stop. He's so full of it. He is so full of it.
We had a leaky, my daughter's room. We had a leaky waterbed. You know what to do with you know what you do with 100 gallons of water that start dripping into your house?
Right.
Yes.
Wow.
Not fun. Not fun. How you doing, Justin?
We're doing good. We're doing good. We're just practicing the best first liner. Okay, because we know we got to set the roadmap. We know we got to get permission to ask questions, and we know we have to give them permission to fire us or tell us no. But what's that first sentence that we're going to say? Because a lot of times we need, especially if we're new, we kind of need to have that first line teed up in our mind before they say hello. Otherwise, we don't know what to do with the first words. So we're talking about some great first liners, and we've heard some really awesome ones. Do you have any awesome first liners, Claude, that you want to drop on us?
Something that gets people's attention right away.
Yes, just bam, right out of the gate.
Bam. Mr. Chamness, I'm from Publishers Clearinghouse, and you may have already won.
You may have already won. I like it. That's hilarious.
I just have to have the mail here.
Yeah.
It depends. What do we? It always back to a little bit of empathy. What would you do? Put yourself in their situation. Okay. And what's your intent? Is this a buyer or seller? Is this a buyer, say, an investor or somebody?
We're just
like
role
that?
playing a homeowner. A homeowner is the prospect, and we are trying to ascertain whether or not there may be a motivation or maybe even a property for sale at all.
Mr. Chamness, would you like to sell your home today?
Oh, that's a good one. Why didn't we think of that?
Just go right to it.
Yeah.
Skip all the hi, how are you today? Skip all that howdy doody stuff and just go right to. You don't want to. Why is this beautiful home? How come this beautiful home hasn't sold yet? Is there something wrong with it?
Oh yeah, we said that. Was Alex the one that said that? Alex G.
Yeah.
Alex G came out with that one already.
Excuse me. Knock, knock. Say hello.
Hello.
Is Mr. Chamness, is that with 2 or 3 M's? I check with me here today.
That's a M and an N, like money.
Oh,
now.
M and an N. Okay, like M&Ms, right?
Like money now.
Okay, I have a check here from my company, CC&R Property Investments. Very interested in your home. Can I ask you a couple quick questions? And I want to fill this out.
Boom, boom.
Hey, who knows what chutzpah means by now?
Yeah, you spell it with a CH.
Chutzpah, unmitigated. If you're here, my mentor Max used to always say this. He used to say, if your competition is doing it, stop. Don't do something completely off the wall. Why?
Because you'll be different.
Stand out.
If they hear the same thing over and over, hi, how are you today? I saw your ad, and everything. They already know the answer. Aren't they on default mode? Does the prospect have a default mode, an automatic answer to everything if they've heard it too many times already?
Oh, yeah.
What do you guys think?
Yeah. Like a groove in their brain, like a record. It's already been worn and they know where this is going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's right there in the hard drive. It'll just come out. Are you one of those? You're the 10th person to call me. Leave me alone, you bottom feeders. Because you're using the exact same language that they've heard before. So you got to give yourself some credibility. One of the things we talked about Monday, Cialdini's rules, was authority. What's an authority? What's a person who's confident and has an authority air about them? How do they start a conversation? Someone in a business mode. What's a good way to do that?
Question?
Listen to the crickets. Wow, you guys, we need a cricket sound. Forget about the Wheel of Fortune. We need cricket sound. You got it. Oh my gosh. Talk about totally unrehearsed, ladies and gentlemen. He's so prepared and everything. You got to go to people and say, hey, Justin, I'm sorry, I only have a minute or two. That property's got to be gone by now, right?
Yeah. No, it's what you talking about. 123 Apple Cart Way.
Yeah. Yeah. Is there more than one?
No, that's the one. It's on Zillow.
Oh, okay. That's great. But it's still available?
Yeah.
What do you need from me in order for us to do business today?
Oh, well, you want to buy it?
I really do. You mind if I take some notes? This is going to be good. I'm ready to do a deal today.
Yeah.
Can I be honest with you? Or should I just make you feel good? My company needs a property today. So can I ask you a few quick questions? You ask me a few. I'm going to make you an offer. We can do business, great. If not, tell me to get lost. Fair?
Wow, that's great.
Go for it. Life is short.
Dude, I love that one. God, I want to rip that one right out of here and plug it into my life.
Make up stuff. Do something crazy. Do something off the wall. What's the worst that can happen? Your waterbed breaks.
I'll tell you what, it can't be any worse than the ass kicking that we're already taking.
We don't
from
need
saying the shit that doesn't work. If you're saying stuff that doesn't work, that they beat you down. But what I'm saying is, so there's no risk in saying these things.
Here, I'm going to go into my guru tip jar. We'll guru for tips here. Okay. If I came to you, pretend you have $1 million in your pocket. How would that change your attitude? How would that change the way you approach people? Would you be, like the dog begging at the table? You got $1 million, Sharonda, you got $1 million in that beautiful Gucci handbag, okay? That $5,000 handbag, you got $1 million in it. How are you going to sound, young lady?
Super confident, very confident.
Right. You got $1 million, right? You don't have to take guff from anybody, do you?
That's right.
You could pull out that $1 million, say, if Justin isn't being real nice to you, could you just look at this handbag here, Mr. Justin. You're going to have a change in attitude, sir? Look at that money. By the way, this does work. I take it to all my real estate clubs.
Yeah. What does it say? Guru for tips. That's great.
Listen, it works. We can go to Chuck E. Cheese today.
It's like you got a lot of pocket change in there, man.
You know what this comes from? Has anyone here been broke in their life and went into the ashtray, the couch looking for a change? Am I the only one? Let's tell the truth here. Two martinis.
No. I thought you were at the corner.
You never lose that insecurity. Even if you make it, you still have the tip. Grant Cardone has a tip jar somewhere, I'm sure, or a change jar. I'm sure he does. Absolutely. How about the other side of the fence? Where you got a deal and you want to sell this deal today. You want to make money today. How would you get someone's attention on the phone? First 5 seconds, get my attention on the phone. Hi, you're going to call. Hi, how are you today? I have a great lease purchase deal. I'd like to. You're going to sound like that?
You're looking to make money today?
Come on, let's go. Ring, ring. Hello?
Hey, Claude, you looking to make money today?
I'm looking to make money every day. Who's this?
Man, this is Alex. You're on my buyer's list, man. I got a lot of calls to make. I'm just curious if you're looking to make like 30 grand.
Is it legal?
Absolutely, it's legal. You got over 120 grand in equity. You probably make 30 to 50K. Is this something you're interested in, or should I go talk to someone else?
Yeah, now you have my attention, Mr. Wosick. Thank you. Boom. What did Alex do so well? What did he do?
What's in it for me?
You got straight to the point.
Yeah.
Go for it. You get them on the phone. Skip the howdy doodies. You just get on the phone. Just go for it. Skip the whole, but a lot of the gurus say, well, you got to do bonding and rapport first and talk about the football game or all that. Nah, go for it. Money is very sexy. Money is very sexy. Okay. Go right for it. Well, you know what's my favorite opener? Ring, ring, Justin. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Justin, I got a smoking hot deal here. You wouldn't be interested.
Oh, yeah. What you got?
I've got a killer. Are you in the mood to make 50,000 today?
Let me think about it. Yeah.
You got to think about it. I'm calling Alex Wosick.
No, what you got? What you got, Claude?
Boom.
Tell me about
You
it.
got there. You got there. We're in the, write this down if you're taking notes. We are in the attention business. We have to get people's attention. We need their respect
Yes.
too. Okay.
Yes.
Can't be a clown like Uncle Claude all the time. You got to get people's respect. You got to get a little serious. I've got a great deal here today. So go right into your agenda. Do you guys notice I do a negative redirection? You wouldn't be interested in making 50,000. Why do I always go negative on a redirection or positive sometimes? Why do I do that instead of saying, oh, great deal for you today?
Yeah.
Why do I go the opposite direction? Anybody pick that up?
Yeah. It requires them to emotionally and mentally swim upstream to change the direction of I'm losing out on the 50,000 if I don't act or say something now. That kind of thing. Is that what you're talking about?
It forces, yes, but it forces somebody, when someone tells you to go negative, it's human nature. It's an automatic subconscious reaction. Wait, I don't want to say no. I want to say yes to that 50,000. So it forces you to get up that consistency ladder. Once again, Cialdini, get up. The consistency is one of the 6 psychological triggers. If you could get them to say yes, they'd like to make 50,000. Then, yes, I have 10,000 to buy the contract. Yes, I'm the decision maker. Yes, I want to do this deal today. What happens when you keep getting someone to say yes?
They keep saying it.
Yeah, it's easy, right? Most think this is the big hole in the world of real estate. They tell you, well, just get those leads, scraping, get your VA, do this, do that, and then get on the phone and everything is rainbows and unicorns, right? Where is the money made? Where do you make the money?
Making the calls.
My word of honor, someone give me a Bible. I'll put my hand on it. This is where speaking to people the right way. I'm sorry, I'm giving a sermon here. I apologize, but I really believe in this stuff. It works for me. I closed somebody yesterday. It was a great deal, a lot of fun. It's fun to make money, and it's fun to talk to people. You know, when we're talking to people all day long and we're getting rejected, I think I'm the only guy who talks about this, Justin. Maybe you do it too. If we make call after call and they hang up, think about it, call me later. I've got to talk to my pet rock. You get that reaction all the time. Who's sensitive besides me out there?
I cry. Yeah.
I mean, where's my boohoo tissues here?
Yeah.
I don't like rejection, but I do love good conversations with people about real estate. Don't you yawn, Mr. Alex. Don't you yawn.
I have to go and have my coffee.
I do too. I like it.
Here you go. Here's a cup. Here's a cup. Or maybe you need.
I'm making calls at 3.
Well, everybody, we've been going for about 1 hour and 15 minutes, so we ought to call it a wrap. And if this didn't juice you, if you just didn't put any fuel in your rocket, then I don't know. I don't know what.
45 minutes. So.
I came in here I confess to you, I was like, man, I feel like I'm a little slumpy the last couple of weeks, man, but I feel like I've been polished up and I'm ready to go.
It's so much fun to make money.
Yeah.
It is.
And even if you don't make money, I don't close everybody. Nobody does. But you talk to enough people and you have those good conversations. You guys know what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay. Those honest adult to adult conversations. Mm-hmm. You go and you decide in your head, how can I do business with this person? This is where it gets hard. This is why you got to ask questions, and you go to your lease purchase, your subject to, your wholesale, your consultation, and then you make an offer. What's the worst they can say?
Not right now, or no.
Not right now, not interested. Yeah. Oh, well, listen, it was nice to speak. It was nice to speak with you again. Have a great day. Listen, I'm going to put can I have your email? I want to send you a little gift. You've been real nice to me, and it's been a tough day. What's your email? I'm going to send you a little gift here. Boom. They remember you. Maybe they remember you too sometimes. What happens when you follow up? Hey, did you like the gift I sent you? Did you like the gift? Alex, you love Chuck E. Cheese Pizza Palace, right? I sent you that $5 gift card. Did you ever get to use it?
Oh, yeah, I used it.
Okay.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. The wife and the kids love it.
What'd you ever do with that house, man?
We still got it.
Remember, I was the guy who made you the crazy 3-year lease option offer.
Yeah, I remember.
Can you imagine for a moment that house is off your back, no more tenants, no more toilets. You're gonna get help paying your mortgage, your tax, insurance, and you can go to bed sleeping well because your problems are now mine. Why can't we do business today?
Well, Claude, how long is it going to take you to get one of these tenant buyers you were talking about last time?
How soon do you want one? Off the role play. He asked the question, who's in control?
Big buying signal. Yeah.
And what did I do? When he asked me a question, what did I do? Horace, my man.
Control. He controlled you. He took the conversation away.
He took it away. And then what I did is I said, I was going to say, well, how soon? That's a great question. Stroke. And then you go into how would you like to, how soon would you like somebody in there?
2 weeks.
If I could find, let me ask you this. Suppose, listen to my words. Suppose for a moment I could get someone in there in the next 2 weeks. What would you say to me next?
I would say we will be doing business, Claude.
I'm sorry?
We will be doing business, Claude.
Okay,
Like
boom. What did I just get? Did I just get a yes? Now I know I can't do it in weeks, but I finally got a yes out of the guy. Can I move up the ladder and negotiate, maybe say in 4 weeks, 8 weeks, whatever?
Sure.
Can I fix it?
Sure.
But if we're just going back and forth with Q&A, it's a waste of time. I'm sorry, Justin. You're good. Hey, round of applause for this young man for doing this today. Okay.
You said young man. I don't know who's he talking about. All right. Love you guys. Hey, stay blessed, stay happy. Get out there, go with the first liner today. Just break the ice, go right in and see what happens.
Use the same one all day. Use the same one all day and see what your results are. Go for it.
Thanks.
All right.
Thanks,
and then
Justin.
let's get back here again next
Claude.
Wednesday and practice more and get stronger. All right.
Somebody
Love you
make
guys.
money today. Somebody make money. Who's gonna make money today? Get a contract, get an appointment. Who's gonna do it?
I am. I'm in it. I'm in there. Let's
Alex,
go, guys.
Alex Gullion, where's that hand? I've seen.
Right here.
There you go. Thanks for all you do, Justin. Appreciate
See you
it.
guys later. All right.
All right, guys.
Thank
Take
you,
care.
Claude.
Take care.
Bye-bye.